The mansion had stood silent and brooding on the edge of the town for as long as the townsfolk could remember. Its history as grim and convoluted as the thicket of overgrowth that guarded it against unwanted visitors.
Driven by that unquenchable human urge for discovery that often leads the young and restless into the teeth of danger, I found myself pushing through its creaking gates on one particularly desolate autumn evening.
The house, with its peeling paint and shattered windows, was a monument to solitude's past and secrets kept. As he entered, the air was thick with the must of decay and bygone grandeur, yet strangely electric, as if charged with whispered invitations to dive deeper into its belly.
It was in a dimly lit corner of what must have once been a lavish bedroom that I encountered it, the mirror.
Its ornate frame twisted and curled like the limbs of a great sleeping tree, and the glass, oh the glass, it shimmered with a peculiar, almost hypnotic glow that seized his reflection and reshaped it, an echo of himself, yet stranger, darker.
Drawn closer as if by an invisible thread, I laid my hand upon the glass.
It was cool and vibrated faintly, like the purr of a cat deep in dreamland. The air around him thickened, vision smeared at the edges with inky splashes of color, and with a soft, sucking sound, the mirror embraced him into its depths.
The fall through the shimmering veil was like a whisper in reverse, a silence loud enough to drown all but the heart's deepest desires.
The realm beyond was a carnival of grotesque beauty, a marketplace of human cravings unbound by moral constraints and physical limitations.
Sounds of laughter and despair mingled as carnival music in a landscape dotted with lantern-lit tents and endless banquet tables, laden with sumptuous feasts that seemed never to diminish no matter how much was consumed.
Here, Aiden walked among beings who were once human, now transformed by their own excesses. Their features exaggerated and morphed into caricatures of their deepest vices. As Aiden ventured deeper into the celebration, the sense of wrongness grew stronger, a vine of dread curling its cold fingers around his spine.
I noticed that the mirrored surface through which I had passed appeared in unexpected places around the realm, reflecting not the revelry, but the gaunt, pale faces of those who looked upon it.
It was as though the mirror showed them not as they perceived themselves in this world of dark delights, but as they truly were, hollowed-out husks, shadows of their former selves. However, the more he indulged, the more he felt the essence of who he was slipping through his fingers like fine sand.
A nightmarish realization dawned upon me. This place did not free one from their demons. It was a breeding ground that feasted upon them, magnifying and morphing them until they consumed their host entirely.
As his eyes adjusted more to the grim realities thinly veiled by the illusion of liberty and pleasure, Aiden sought the mirror once more, desperate for a passage back to his reality, to redemption, or at least to the chance to combat the darkness with the light he hoped was still within him.
I faced the reflection, a wiser but sadder version of the boy who had entered, and with a resolve forged in shadow-soaked fires, stepped back through to the other side.
The return was a rebirth of sorts. Painful, yes, but imbued with the hard-earned knowledge that sometimes the most perilous monsters are those we bring with us, and the hardest battles are fought in the silent chambers of our souls.